right.
What's up, everybody? It's your man, Homesick Buckeye. We got Carnivore today. We got Alia Wells. We got Smooth Brother D Holly. The party started. The cook-off it's the cookout is kicked off, baby. Come on in. We grilling. What's up, everybody?
What's going on?
I was working today, and then I got convinced to do this live stream, and I'm so excited that I'm here. There you go. That's what's happening.
Okay, what does that mean? Is there somebody off the camera with a celery stalk threatening you with a stalk of celery or something?
No, I thought it was going to be at 9 Eastern, and I had a prior engagement, so I was happy that it was earlier, so I could be here.
I understand. Our brothers over there on the other they got a Friday thing, I think.
Russ, I think you have your screen on again.
My screen. Uh-oh.
Somebody has the audio going. It's like
no, that's
echo.
not me. I got earphones. Let me.
Interesting.
Somebody. What about Damon? Is that you? Do you have your earphone? You got an earphone on, I see, but
I have a headset on.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, that's okay. How about that? Is that better?
Nope.
Is that better?
Nope. When you're talking like 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything.
You don't hear an echo? Only
No.
Adam hears an echo?
Okay.
All right, boy, I'm glad. Hey, I'm just glad it ain't me.
It's just me. We're good.
Yeah, I got sound, I got audio in my ears, and I just got my microphone here.
Well, we'll just keep talking and see what happens.
Yeah,
Sure.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going here.
So Damon,
You had a question, Adam?
Super delay. Yeah. So you're we've seen you on Carrie's video, and this echo it sounds like
I got
I'm talking to
it.
myself.
Yeah, man.
Ahead,
Listen, I saw Damon on Carrie's video on the Homestead How, and he was just fantastic, awesome, had an awesome story, and actually kind of similar to my story. And so I reached out to him and said, "Hey, man, we're having a cookout tonight. You know, we got Alia, we got my man Adam and me." I said, "Let's come on out." He said, "Absolutely, man. I'm really glad he did." We talked for about probably over an hour, man. He is just a good dude, and he's going to start a channel as well. And so, yeah, man, go ahead, tell the people about yourself, there, brother.
Yeah, so I kind of started this journey about a couple years ago. I went from doing keto, kind of eased into the carnivore lifestyle. I've been overweight since I've been a kid, and just kind of getting into opening out of my space and reaching out to other people in the carnivore community and trying to network and make the world a better place and try to get more people out there,
man.
Kind of doing the same thing in their own way, make it work for them, and get the best results they can for themselves.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. That is fantastic. And I think I saw your height. You were 413 or 431 pounds, I think, at your height.
Between 413 and 415 at my heaviest. Yep.
Yeah, oh, wow. Yeah. You're a lightweight, brother. You're a lightweight. 548, baby. 548, man. Hey, this is super heavyweight division here, baby. I'm not gonna fly with. Hey, yeah. Listen, man. I really understood your story. I'm down actually to 518 from 548, so I'm trying to get out of the 500 club. I haven't been at it that long, but I mean, this is exactly why we're doing this the way we're doing it, because I think it's important to show people at all levels of the struggle. Yep. I mean, when I look out there in the keto universe, everywhere I look, it's, oh, this guy's lost 200 pounds. This guy's lost 300 pounds. What about the folks who I've never in my life lost 30 pounds? I found 30 pounds a lot of times, okay, but I've never lost 30 pounds. You know, I've never in my life ever bought a smaller size, you know. So for people like me, I'm like, hey, I'm getting sick and tired of watching all these smooth, handsome, thin people on YouTube. Somebody's got to represent for the big sexy, okay? Somebody's got to represent for the big sexy. That's going to be me, because there's folks out there, man, who, you know, it's like I can't fathom losing that much weight. I mean, I can't. And there's people out here there who can't even fathom losing 30 pounds. So we want to inspire everybody. We want to have a big tent for everybody, whether you're at the end of the road or just starting at the road, you know, because it hits different. I can tell you as a big guy, when I see a 180-pound guy telling me what I can do, I'm like, yeah, okay, thank you. But when I look in that camera, I see a 500-pound guy telling me what I can do. It hits different. I mean, it just hits different.
For sure.
You know, so we want to inspire everybody, even the person who hasn't even started yet. I was petrified of doing this because my whole life I'd heard, you know, you got to eat your fruit and vegetables. You know, you need it to live. And, you know, so I thought it was a fad. I thought it was just to lose a few pounds at the expense of your long-term health, you know. And I'm like, you know, because for me, again, my journey is a little different. I didn't have any health problems. I'm 518 pounds. My A1C is 5. My fasting glucose is 96. I've never taken any medication in my life other than penicillin, you know? And if I find that woman, I got some words for her. But anyway, that's not bad. I'm just kidding. But so, you know, the only problem I had was, you know, was just being heavy. I wasn't sick. I wasn't in and out of the hospitals or anything like that. And I thought the fruits and vegetables were what were keeping me alive. I mean, that's really what I thought. I'm like, boy, if I didn't eat all these fruits and vegetables and all these grains, I'd probably be dead. Little did I know, that's what was hurting me the most, you know? So yeah, I understand.
Yeah, that's one of the craziest things. I think that the revelation that I had going to carnivore was, like, can you actually survive without eating, you know, fruit and veg and carbs? And after I started doing it for a little while, I'm like, holy crap, like, how is this even possible? Just because it flies in the face of everything that you've ever been taught. And you feel 1,000 times better than you ever have. It just makes you question everything.
Yeah, and I mean, I've lost 30 pounds, but I'm telling you, you know, it's been amazing, you know, just the difference 30 pounds has made. And that's another thing I want to, you know, mention to people, man. I mean, I talk about it on my site. You know, I couldn't stand long enough to shave, you know.
Oh, wow.
I have a driveway. It's kind of a long driveway. And I used to take my cell phone with me when I took my trash out because I wasn't sure if I couldn't make it back in the house, I wanted to call somebody.
Oh,
you know?
wow.
And that was my life. Yeah. I mean, I'm not, you know, now I'm up and down that driveway, like, you know, just with 30 pounds, and it's going to get, you know, greater later, as they say. So, you know, that's why I want to, you know, I want to encourage people because, like I said, I know there's somebody out there sitting out there just like me who's living that life, and they may not be able to look at a guy that's lost 200 pounds and really relate to him, but they can relate to me. Because I look like the before and after picture. That's what we ought to call this the before and after cookout, man. We got the before and we got the 3 afters there. How about that?
Right.
Hey, Russ, look, every pound's a win because, like my grandmother told me years ago, like every pound you lose, you go in the grocery store and pick up a pound of sugar and times that by whatever weight you lost.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Oh, man.
So,
Yeah.
It wouldn't be easy to carry 30 pounds.
Every pound's a win.
Yeah,
for sure.
Hey, listen, you know, it's funny because when I weighed myself in May, I hadn't weighed myself for 30 years, you know, and when I got on that scale, you know, I talk about it on my site, man. I got off that scale, and you know, mostly because I'm insane. I really am nuts. I got serious problems. But when I got on that scale and I saw 548 pounds, and a lot of people would just be like, oh. I was like, I'm an incredible human being. I've been carrying 2 Cincinnati Bengal linebackers and their dog on my back everywhere I go. And who else can do this? I'm incredible. I'm a superhuman being, you know. So you know, it's that's again all in my words. And I laughed about it because I was like, yeah, that's comedy gold right there. 2 Cincinnati Bengal linebackers and their dog.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's made. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. We got a question here in the chat. Do you want to click on that, Adam?
See if I can find it.
It's the last thing that's in there, and I don't know why my comments are going crazy, like posting 4 times.
Yeah, I see them. I see them repeated for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's very weird.
Yeah.
I think it's
nutrition talk.
Yes. Yeah, that's Nicole.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I feel like I've dominated you. You guys, you know, I'm eating all the food at the cookout, man. I'm crowding the grill here. This you know.
Okay, we'll do you last. How about Damon? What's your best side effect?
I would say, other than weight loss, energy.
Nice.
For some reason, I just wake up earlier in the morning automatically, even if I get less than 7-8 hours of sleep a night. I still wake up around 5 a.m. every morning. Like before, if I wake up around maybe 5:30 or 6, I'm snoozing for like half an hour. So, yeah, definitely. But yeah, I think more sustained energy, definitely, you know, along with weight loss, is another effect on carnivore. And also as well, I didn't mention the other night, I guess I wasn't thinking of it when I was interviewing with Carrie, but I had got diagnosed with sleep apnea back when I was about 400 pounds. And since, I guess I just didn't really pay attention, but I haven't used my CPAP machine in maybe over 7-8 months. I probably use it like once every couple of months, but I really don't need it anymore. I don't feel exhausted, because before, when I got diagnosed with sleep apnea, I felt exhausted. I'll get a whole 8-9 hours of sleep and wake up like I didn't sleep at all. So now when I get ready to go to bed, I'm out like that.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I wake up earlier, so it's
awesome.
probably what I've noticed mostly.
Okay. How about Adam?
I'm right there with Damon. The energy levels that I have is insane. I started for an autoimmune condition, vitiligo, where your skin has little white patches and the melanin is gone. So I have that around my waist area, and then it migrated to my arm. And I really started carnivore for that. I really didn't even start for weight loss or anything else. And obviously, before I started carnivore, there was zero energy. You know, it was constantly trying to keep myself awake. You know, Diet Pepsi and coffee, and you know, just like an IV of this stuff to stay awake. And I run my own business and working late hours and just zero energy all the time. And within probably 4 weeks, the energy levels are just absolutely through the roof. Like I can go and go and go and go and get to bed, even, you know, maybe as late as midnight, and still get up when the sun rises. It's just, and feel like I've slept, you know, 10 or 12 hours. It's just absolutely incredible. There's a million other things, but that's probably the number one thing, is just being able to be present for everything that's going on, and my family, my wife, and my kids, for sure.
Awesome. That's awesome. All right, my turn. This is totally different than what any of y'all are gonna say, and you're not gonna have a single clue of what I'm talking about. But I think
you got rid of all your wigs because your hair grew back.
Grew back overnight. So I'm gonna say, here, I'll preface this. Who's had a kidney stone?
Oh,
nope.
Nobody. I haven't either. But I had a condition most of my life. It changes when you have kids, but it's still absolutely annoying. It's called endometriosis. And I talk about this any point I can. And if there's any ladies that watch this afterwards, feel free to shoot me an email and we will talk more about what I did. Anyways, but someone told me that having a kidney, they prefer to have a kidney stone over endometriosis. And that's something that
I have had a kidney bean. Is that anything?
No, I don't think so. But make sure that kidney bean's cooked.
Right. Yeah.
but it's cyclic with your cycle, and basically you're screwed, and you go around in this excruciating pain. And some people can't go around, but I did, because I just thought it was normal and I had to go to work and whatnot. But sometimes I would literally lock myself in a closet and just lie down on the floor while I was at work, because you can't leave work. Like, so much pain. Like, here, Vicodin is the thing that will take the pain away. Now, I never got addicted to Vicodin, and I only knew that because I happened to have a dental operation that required me to take Vicodin, and then my menstrual cycle showed up and I didn't feel anything. So that's the level of pain medication you need when you're in this much pain every month. So being on carnivore really changed that for me. But I will say, after kids, I didn't need the Vicodin. It wasn't that level of pain, but there was still more pain than what should be there for a female on her cycle, if that makes sense. And then being on carnivore, it's like day and night. It's crazy. So I was on somebody else's channel talking about this, and a lady left a comment needing help. So I'm saying, go to my channel, shoot me an email, and we can talk further. I will even do a call. I talked to an 18-year-old girl last weekend, and I'm willing to help, because I know it's terrible, and I know that only people that have had this condition understand. So that was the most surprising side effect for me. Also, don't need to wear deodorant. Do you guys? Let's do a deodorant check. Who still wears deodorant?
Yeah.
Probably 50% of the time.
yeah. We can't unleash the funk on the world. We can't do that.
Something changed.
We're not there yet.
I think I wear it
Yeah. Hey, that's white people's carnivore. Brothers don't do that. Yeah. Those brothers don't do that.
Yeah. Okay, so
hey, listen. Hey, look. They told me there'd be no math and no talk of menstrual cycles. Now, I don't know. We had ground rules.
You invited the girl to the show.
Yeah, that's right. We did. You're welcome here to the cookout. You're one of the regulars in the cookout. All right. Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm not sure if you got to be careful when you give me the mic, because only God knows what I'm going to say. You give me the mic. The number one thing I would say is I don't fart. There you go. I don't fart, man. The gas company is closed. I mean, I used to have an endless supply of natural gas, baby. Although the other day I did like a little, I'm like, what? I'm a grown ass man, and I don't even know if that qualifies. It was I was embarrassed. I had to look around like, what in the world?
Just blame it on the spider. That's what my dad used to do. Or
Yeah.
Used to do.
Yeah. You know, hey, listen. I don't even think it was enough to stink. I mean, it was just a little pit. Yeah. So, but that's now. Now, early in the process, you have to be careful, because that little put would, you end up having to take a break and, clean yourself up.
That's your best side effect so far.
Yeah. You gotta watch out there. Yeah, you might. Hey, listen, you might end up blowing a little mud, but that's we don't want to talk about that.
I came to carnivore. One of the reasons was IBS and symptoms and like chronic diarrhea. And I was 210 pounds, and I'm only 5'4", so almost 210 pounds. So I was kind of round.
Yeah.
30 pounds looks a lot different on someone who's so short. 30 pounds looks a lot different.
Yeah. Like a bowling ball with legs.
We're racing. I think you'll lose more weight faster than me, but there you go. We have women like to keep it for some reason. We have another question about caffeine at 7:19.
All right. Does the panel still drink caffeine? If so, do you plan to give it up? I have given it up.
Awesome.
So about 4 weeks ago, Dr. Chafee gave a recommendation to substitute caffeine, whatever caffeinated drinks that you have, with caffeine pills. And that's what I did, and literally took me 3 to 4 weeks, and weaned off of those, and it's all gone. After 30 years of Diet Pepsi, gone. It's insane.
That's awesome. That's great. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Why don't we do this? Okay. I drink a ridiculous amount of coffee. I love coffee. Black coffee. No stevia, no erythritol, no nothing. I love it. I live in the middle of the coffee region in Colombia, so I get the best coffee.
Nice.
But last week my husband and I did talk about stopping, so we'll continue the discussion to take my carnivore.
So you live in Colombia, like the country of Colombia?
Yeah, like the country.
Oh,
like in
gotcha.
South
Yeah,
America.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew a guy down there. He used to. Oh, never mind. No, I didn't. I never met anybody from there. I never don't know anybody. Yeah, I take that back.
I do.
I don't even know where that. I don't even know where that is.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about South Carolina. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, people often ask if I live in South Carolina. Just as an aside, just because people think whatever they watch Narcos on Netflix or whatever, the biggest export of Colombia is coffee and not narcotics.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Because a series about the mafia and coffee would just not be as fun to watch, I guess.
Yeah, I
True.
don't. Mafia?
Yeah.
What's
How about Damon?
I'm not familiar with.
Sorry.
I'm not familiar with the term mafia. I don't know anything about
that.
But I do drink coffee. I started drinking coffee about a month ago. I never had been a hot drinker of any type, really, or coffee. And the only reason I started is frankly because I'd never done it before. And I'm at a place in my life where I'm doing lots of things that I've never done before. So, anything that will not kick me out of ketosis, I'm down for it. So that's I just started doing it just honestly because I could take it or leave it. I haven't noticed any problems with it, personally, but I do drink some coffee and I do put a lot of cream in there. Matter of fact, I think it's probably better to say I like a little bit of coffee with my cream,
Right.
Probably better.
Damon?
Yeah, so I just switched over to the organic decaf cups, K-cups. So, and I put a little bit of Primal Kitchen collagen in it. So
Nice.
At least I switched to decaf. So I do drink coffee like from time to time, but I just switched to decaf.
Smart.
Now, I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me, but I've heard the process that it takes to decaffeinate coffee. It's like bleaching and stuff like that. I don't know all the details of it, but I've always heard that decaffeinated coffee is worse for you than caffeinated. Does anybody know anything about that?
I haven't looked much into it.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but
according to Dr. Chafee, it's all going to kill you, right? It's a plant, right?
Yeah. Hey, listen, he put the fear of God in you, man. That dude there. I'm a member of his club, and I was like, he's got his muscles out. He eats no Brussels sprouts. Dr. Chafee. I tease him all the time. I mess with him all the time. I come on his channel. I needle him and stuff like that. He's a good dude. But yeah, I don't know. Somewhere some arugula did him wrong, brother, because he's like somebody must have some compromising pictures of him and like a carrot or something because he's like really.
That's trying to kill you.
Yeah, exactly, man. Who hurt you, brother? Who hurt you?
Nutrition talk from a former fat girl says, "Heck yes to the No Fart Club." So,
there you go. I'm in love.
Yeah, I would have to agree that definitely has gone away.
That's my soulmate right there. That's my soulmate.
That's true. That's
All
true.
right, I got a question. What's the most unusual side effect?
I don't fart.
No. His favorite and the most unusual.
It's along that line. I don't go to the bathroom every day. It's like, man, going to the bathroom for me is like a lunar eclipse. I mean, it's just like, I don't know. It's just like every so often, you got to go. It's interesting.
I'd have to agree with Russ. I mean, I went probably TMI, I went 5 days before and I thought, man, am I constipated? Like, I don't feel constipated. I don't feel bad, so
right.
I get on the Google machine and, I guess your body uses up the nutrients from all the meat that you're eating. I mean, at least that's what I'm going with. Sounds good to me. But everything, it everything moves like it's supposed to without any fiber. It's really incredible.
Yeah, I haven't been to the bathroom, but there's something growing out the side of my arm over here. I don't know what.
The Brussels
it's not a plant, is it?
Yeah. Get rid of that coffee.
Spirit Junkie has a question, and then we can go back to our poop talk.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is to turn into a whole different show.
Were any of you type 2 diabetics, perhaps highly metabolically dysregulated? I ask because I'm losing weight very slow, but have experienced many other improvements.
Right.
I have not experienced that. Anyone else?
I've never been a type 2 diabetic. The highest my A1C has been was probably 5.8 right before I went to keto and eventually the carnivore. And now my A1C is probably down to 5.1 now.
That's good.
All right. I'm not diabetic, but I have hypothyroidism. And I think it's, for me, it moves really slow, the weight loss. And I've been on this since March 1st. And I've lost 30 pounds. And the first 20 went really fast. And I'm sure that was water. But it's great that you've experienced other improvements, because the point is, like, your body, it's going to prioritize what it wants to fix first. And then you can't just expect the weight to come off. And if you have hypothyroidism also, like, maybe it's fixing your diabetes right now, and then later the weight's going to come off, or maybe it's fixing other things. Like, I had a C-section scar that randomly healed after 5 years when being on carnivore for a couple months. So just you got to be patient, and you got to love the many other improvements and keep those in mind. I keep a list. I didn't start with a list, but I'm keeping a list because everything else is better. You know, so many things are better. So the weight is a bonus. Think of the weight as a bonus, and think of the whole life improvement as what we're going for, and the weight will come. That's what I got to say.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you have to.
Oh yeah.
No, you have to get healthy to lose weight, not lose weight to get healthy.
Right.
Yeah.
So true.
My man. Funny, we stopped the poop talk, but then had a question from somebody about the number 2. Isn't that funny? But anyway, I didn't have any problems at all. No type 2 diabetes. My A1C is 5. My fasting insulin my resting insulin, fasting glucose, I said 96. Lucky that way. But yeah, I would echo what Ollie said. Keep the main thing, brother, and that is the diet, the exercise, and the better health. You know, don't worry about what you can't control. You know, you can't control when your body loses fat and that sort of stuff. Only thing you can control is what you eat and what you do. So if you keep eating the right things and doing the right things, you know, that's what, and that was always my focus. You know, I talk about that on my, on my site. You know, weight loss for me is just a side effect. My main thing is staying in ketosis for 90% of my life, and that's my only goal. The rest of it will take care of itself.
Great.
Awesome.
We have another question.
Honorable Ron says, one side effect is that my vocal range expanded by a 5th. My poor neighbors. There's a side effect.
Joseph Nebeker has a question.
Have any of you experienced anything about your finger and toenails? My fingernails grow much faster now.
I have a terrible habit of biting my nails, and hopefully I'll get over that soon. So I don't know, but I think, if I get them done, they seem to grow faster, or they're a little bit stronger. I did think about that, and I couldn't tell if it was my mind playing tricks on me, but so there you go. That's my answer.
That's funny. I haven't really noticed any changes with me. Not at all. I did have a couple of my toenails had a fungus on it, and that is going away with not having, sugar and carbs and things like that. So, but the nail seems to grow like super, super slow for me anyways. But yeah, it's going away. Damon?
Yeah, I haven't really noticed any much different with mine. I usually go to the spa every couple months to get trimmed up and everything, but nothing ain't different.
All right, Russ.
I do not go to the spa.
I'm editing the spa with Damon.
Hey, yeah. I also do not do hair, nor do I interior decorate. But no, I got nothing for you on the fingers and toes, brother. I have noticed nothing different there.
Nutrition Talk says her nails are definitely stronger. That's definitely a good side effect.
Oh, I need to put a plug in. So she and I were racing to 1,000 subscribers, and she's a little ahead of me. And the loser's gonna eat a Pop-Tart, but I think I might just eat like cow brain live on a on a live stream versus eating a Pop-Tart. But she said she won't do that. But we're racing, so you can subscribe to her channel, but subscribe to me first. Okay.
I'm sorry. Subscribe to everybody. Subscribe to everybody. Hit the like button, share, all that. Yeah, we gotta.
Leo Wells 955.
Yeah.
We don't want to eat a
Pop-Tart. This is what the YouTube gave to me, so I didn't change it. We got some more questions. Devin McCrea has a question.
Devin McCrea, what is compassionate carnivore? That is my T-shirt. Carrie with Homestead How actually has a fundraiser going for a carnivore diet documentary that he's doing, and I really stand behind that project that he's doing. I'm helping him as much as I possibly can. This T-shirt was actually designed in honor of his daughter that was vegan for 5 years, I believe. And the reason she was vegan is because she didn't want to eat animals. Essentially, she had compassion for animals. So since she learned that in 1 year, according to the World Health Organization, 67 million birds a year die due to pesticide poisoning, and then all the residual effects of those animals as well. She kind of seen how the much bigger picture of how many animals have to die so people can have salad. So that's part of what the compassionate carnivore is. She's carnivore, and she only eats one cow for the next 400 and 500 days, and she feels that that's much more compassionate than killing 67 million birds and all the other animals to have salad. So that's where that came from.
Nice. Spirit Junkie has another question at 7:31. I like that name, Spirit Junkie.
7:31?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what time it says on your side.
It says probably 8:31.
8:31, yeah.
Here we go. Do any of you take real organ meats or organ supplements?
Alia? Yes. Yeah. Okay. I sometimes feel like liver, so I found a liver sausage that doesn't have totally terrible ingredients in it, and I love that. I eat that once in a while. I was addicted to that as a kid, Oscar Mayer liver sausage. So a child of the 90s. Okay. But I found a okay liver sausage that it has like some nutmeg in it or something, but it doesn't have terrible ingredients, no sugar, it has a little bit of milk. But I made a couple times chicken livers with bacon and ground beef is pretty good. You can't really taste the liver flavor, and it's yummy. So there you go. Yes. No supplements. I will not take desiccated things. I will just eat the more real thing. Or more closer to being alive, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
I do not take organ meats or organ supplements, and it sounds gross and disgusting to me.
That's right.
I remember back to when I was a kid, and my grandparents would cook liver and onions, and it just smelled nasty and disgusting, and I'm not going there. So, and I feel okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Damon?
Yeah, I second that motion.
I do take organ supplements time to time from ancestral supplements, and sometimes I have some of the ground beef with the organs mixed in it, so I don't taste it as much. So every once in a while.
You don't like the taste either, huh?
No, I try, but
no, thank you.
Liver sausage or liver pate.
Let's try that.
You
Russ?
have a specific. Oh, sorry.
No,
Russ.
no. I seconded your motion on that. Then no, thank you. The only organ I'm down with is the one in church.
All right. We have another question.
Oh, okay. It's for Damon. Oh, okay.
Spirit Junkie says, I was doing a shake and included collagen. My fingernails are awesome now. I attribute it to the meat and collagen. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Carnivore Ron has a t-shirt also to support the documentary.
Yay, Ron.
Yeah, shout out to Carrie. Shout out to Carrie.
The only thing I could think of to say is huzzah.
Huzzah. Yeah. I am like a little crazy. Like if I'm passionate about something, every time I hop over there, not every time, but he's in the live stream, I just start giving away money. And I'm just like, I used to do fundraising and I love fundraising. So I think like in the last week I've donated like $80. And I'm like, I'm not rich.
I thought you were just, letting it fly.
But I really want that documentary to go as fast as possible. It's going to help so many people. There you go.
Everyone here signed up for it, right?
Yeah. Oh, we did a live stream and he asked me and I said yes. But I need to go to the actual website,
Yeah, I signed up already too.
Get there. Sign up. Let's go. Come on.
Let's go. Damon, do you have a channel? That was a question at 7:35.
Subscribe at Carnivore Damon. At Carnivore Damon.
Oh, so you do have a channel?
I do have a channel now.
Yes. Let's do this at Carnivore Damon. I'm gonna do it.
That's right. Now. Like, subscribe.
That's awesome. Let's see.
Content is on the way. Stay tuned.
That's right. He's gonna be hey, look, and he's gonna be a regular at the cookout. He's gonna be a regular.
Ron needs to be here. He needs to be on a live. Ron, we will arrange this.
Yes, absolutely. We're gonna, that's kind of this is our first one, but we're gonna open it up to, we want folks to come in, just average everyday folks, come on to the cookout. You can email, and that will send you a link, and we're gonna have people coming in and out, telling their stories, sharing their information and stuff with us. Yeah, we want this to be a fun place. We're going to laugh and be silly and learn too. But yeah, this is going to be like a social club, the Keto Cookout.
The Keto Cookout.
Come on to the cookout. Get a plate. We grilling, baby.
Spirit Junkie says, I'm starting liver pate today because of my low ferritin. Like Indigo Neely? Is that it? I'll see what happens.
I don't know what name.
The liver pate.
What's Indigo Neely? Oh, is that the brand?
Might be.
No, I think that's a YouTuber. I think.
Oh, okay. I like a brand.
Pate. Could be a clothing brand for all I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's y'all's favorite food?
Ribeye.
Nice. But I can never find ribeye.
Hey, you talking about now or in my previous life?
Oh, I'm talking about in this life right now. In this life.
Yeah. Hey, look, for 40 years I was on my own program. It was called Eatovore. Yeah, it was a whole different program. It was the Eatovore diet. Hey, look, hey, listen, you ain't gonna lose no weight, but it's very easy to stay on that program. I can tell you, you got no rules. It's just
Or you mean carbivore?
Yeah. Eto carbo, yeah. That's it, man. So yeah, I'm off of that.
Ollie had that on one of her videos. That was hilarious.
Oh yeah,
I've never heard that
carnivore. Yeah. Eto. Yeah, but yeah, I would have to say I make ground beef a couple of different ways. Now I'm a dirty carnivore. I'm not. So don't at me. Or send me any nasty, Dr. Chafee, don't yell at me. But I'm always gonna come to my house, but it's like, hey, is there a celery stalk in there? But I put a little bit of like peppers and onions in my ground beef. Although I'm gonna get off of that. I think in a few weeks I'm gonna cut that back. And then I put a little bit of tomato sauce in there with some cheese and that, And then I also will sometimes put salsa and guacamole and sour cream in my ground beef with some cheese. So that's, I would say, my favorite thing now that I use my ground beef with however I make it. It's delicious. Nice. But I'm cutting back on the cheese and stuff too a little bit. I'm slowly, I talk about it on my channel, it took me a year to get to ketosis. I did it a very slow, deliberate way because I know myself. I'm a defective human being. I'm telling you that. So I know how like my mind works, and I had to do it slowly. I don't do well with big changes. I don't do well with drastic changes. I had to do it like, just slowly cutting things out, little by little and changing my normals, because I'm a creature of habit and a creature of comfort and a creature of routine. So I just started changing my routine little by little until finally I got a whole big new routine. So I'm working on, some other things, getting some of the vegetables out, some of the cheese out, some of the artificial sweeteners and stuff like that. It's a ongoing process. On my channel, I talk about moving, grooving, and steadily improving. So that's what I'm doing. I'm moving, grooving, steadily improving with little changes.
One day at a time,
Damon?
baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your favorite food, Damon?
It's steak.
Yeah, buddy.
Ribeye all day.
That's right.
I just made some chuck eye steak on the grill earlier.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I sous vide a chuck roast, which is just a giant chuck steak, for 30 hours, and then flame seared it. And oh my gosh, it is delicious. Way better than I thought it was going to be. It almost has more flavor than a ribeye, but I just wish it didn't take so long to cook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can save some money buying chuck eye steaks. I was telling Russ the same thing earlier. I was in the store and I picked up like 4 packs. So half
you
the
can
price
save
of
a lot of
ribeye.
money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can save a lot of money with lamb too. A lot of people, you'd be surprised. I talk to people all the time who've either never had lamb or don't have it very often. I got a leg of lamb, a boneless leg of lamb from Costco the other day. I'm going to make a video about that here soon, because people ask me what I eat and that kind of stuff. And I make it a little different than most people. Most people, when they get the whole leg, they'll roast it all in one big piece. But it's just me. I can't eat all that. It's too much. I think it was 6 pounds, if I remember right. But I open it up and I cut it into 3 big sections, and then I make each section. I put the other 2 in the freezer, and and ate them up, and it was fantastic. I actually put it in the air fryer, but sometimes I put it in the crock pot, and it is fantastic. And it's also a lot cheaper. It was so good. I'm pretty sure it was $6 a pound, if I remember right.
Oh, wow.
It's like $35 for the 6 pound, and it's boneless, so it's all fat and protein. Yeah, and it was I ate more of it than I wanted to. When I pulled it out of the air fryer, I started cutting into it. Next thing I plan to eat it for the next couple of days, but it might be enough for one day now.
Right?
Yeah, I have a rack of lamb in the freezer myself.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
I'm in
never had lamb.
You never had it?
I'm pretty vanilla, I guess you could say.
you got to try.
If you like ribeye, there's no way you wouldn't like lamb. There's just no way. I mean,
it's so easy to cook it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like it. It's a red meat. I put it this way: if I took that leg of lamb out and I cut it up and sent you a picture of it, you'd think it was a steak. I mean, it's a red meat. It looks like a steak. I mean, there's no way you'd have to know it was lamb to, if I blindfolded you and show it to you, you would think it was beef.
And it's pretty soft. Same way. I cook it just like close to filet mignon.
Yeah, it's very tender, very juicy, it's fatty. Oh, nice. Yep. And I make it just like I make my steaks. I make it just like I make my steaks. However you want to do it. You want to grill it, air fry it, slow cook it, whatever. It's really good, and it's a lot cheaper, like I said.
Sweet. The Spirit Junkie says, "Does anyone fast?" Alia?
Not on purpose. Not like today I'm gonna eat at 1 o'clock. I just eat when I'm hungry. I happen to eat breakfast, I think, at noon, and now we're talking about steak, and I'm like, oh, I'm feeling a little hungry now. I didn't eat dinner yet. So when I started, I was trying to do strictly 2 meals a day, and then some days I did 1 meal a day, and then I just started eating breakfast and I was like, I feel better on 3 meals a day. And maybe that's because my body is still healing and, got a lot of hormones to get under control. I don't know. So it just depends. I don't have a fast answer to do I fast? It's just random.
Damon?
Yeah, lately it depends on the day. I was kind of doing the same thing, doing 2 meals, doing OMAD, 1 meal a day. But now I guess since I'm getting closer to my weight goals, I sometimes need 2 meals a day, sometimes 3. It just all depends. I still try to stay within like an 8-hour window-ish, but just depends on how I'm feeling out the day and how much exercise I'm getting in. But it's summertime now, so that's limited. I'm in the gym more than being outside, so I'm just sweating just standing outside. So yeah, a lot of humidity here in Virginia.
I'm down in Florida, man. I sweat when I think about going outside.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I got you on that.
It's hot down there.
And to answer the question, and to answer the question, I don't fast. I'm more of a slower. I slow. Yeah, that's what I do. I don't fast. I slow. Yeah. So I gotta eat, man. It's I gotta eat. I'm not that far along in this thing, man. I ain't been in the game that long to just not eat on purpose. Yeah, I haven't. Yes, yeah.
Great.
So
I started out in intermittent fasting and to lose weight and lost about 15 pounds. It was it was kind of tough, I guess, because it's more of a calorie deprivation thing, a starvation thing, don't eat during a certain window. And I was still eating the standard American diet. And it's kind of, I have a lot of willpower, so it was easier for me to do it than maybe somebody else. But once I found carnivore, eat till you're full.
Right.
When I first started, I had fat to lose. So it was just, you eat, when you think you need to eat. There was times I would go a whole day and wouldn't even eat, day and a half and not eat. And now that I've gotten down to the last like 5-10 pounds that I need to lose, now I'm eating more than what I did. It's at least 2 meals a day now. So I don't fast on purpose anymore. I just listen to my body.
Hunger always wins. I heard somebody say sure. you can't beat hunger.
For sure.
I think I
found it where.
Go ahead, Damon.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was saying I found it harder to fast actually. Since I'm closer to my weight goals now. At first, when I was going into keto and just starting off, it was easier for me to go into like a 24 or 48 hour fast or something like that, once a week. But now I can't go beyond 24 hours. I started getting a little irritated, need some food. So, like you said, hunger is always going to win.
Sure. Shout out to all the hungry people. I think I feel a song coming. I think I feel a song coming on for all the hungry people out in the world. I think because every time I close my eyes, think of food, and no matter what the season is, I still love food. Yeah, with all my heart, and I want to be with food wherever you are. I only think of food on 2 occasions. That's day and night. All right. I go for broke out there in the kitchen. Only food can make it right. Yeah, shout out to all the hungry people. That was for all the hungry people out there. Hey, you like that one? You like that one, D?
I like that.
Hey, look, I'm trying to break out in a song anytime. I'm just telling you, anytime I'm not doing. I gotta do a song.
We're gonna do carnivore karaoke, and
there you go.
You're gonna regret that I started.
Hey, listen. Look, this is not a karaoke channel. I do not take requests. I sing a goofy song every now and again. Don't be calling me trying to get me to. Oh yeah, brother, I saw you on the podcast. You sounded real good, brother. My girl, can you sit out to my Aunt Ruthie from Rodney? No, brother, I can't sit out to your Aunt Ruthie. No, from Rodney. I can't. This ain't the Quiet Storm, brother. I can't do that.
Right. Love it. Spirit Junkie says, how do you like the sous vide cooker? Worth it? Most definitely. it's probably the easiest way that I cook. Vacuum seal a steak in a bag, throw it in there for an hour or two, cut it open, throw it on the grill. And I use a Harbor Freight flame weeder that you use to like weed your garden with, propane flame weeder, and just sear the outside for 30 seconds aside, done. Literally, it's maybe 5 minutes worth of effort to have a perfectly medium rare steak. It's amazing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it takes like 30 hours, doesn't it?
No. Steak is about an hour per inch. So, but if you're doing a more tougher cut, like the
you were telling me about something that was 30 hours. You told me it was like 30 hours.
24 to 30 hours to break down the collagen and connective tissue in it to make it like a ribeye. Right. But yeah, it's pretty quick.
So I had to cook something for 30 hours. I wouldn't want it anymore by the time I'm out of hell with it. I'll just eat a biscuit. I'll just have a bagel. Hell with it.
Right.
No, just kidding.
All right.
There's
Devin
no bagels.
For someone who is wanting to start carnivore, what tips do y'all have? Alia?
You could do it crazy and just dive in with both feet. And make sure you have your electrolytes, and take a garbage bag and get all of the crap out of your house right now, and the vegetables and the fruit, and get it out of your house and put it in the garbage can and go get your beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. Some people report that they have diarrhea when they do it like that. So you got to just get over the diarrhea. But for me, I had the opposite because I've had diarrhea for years. And then all of a sudden my poop was more and more normal. Okay. Only 2 bouts of diarrhea, I think, in 4 months. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. But having terrible IBS and being bloated and inflamed, this calmed it down like so fast. But I say jump in with both feet. Jump in with both feet, clean your house. Yeah. Good house cleaning advice. Yes, exactly. Clean that house, because if it's not there, it's going to be not easy to just, go in the kitchen and see what can I put in my mouth, because, and if you do have that urge, it's going to be eggs or bacon. There you go. Yep. Some people disagree with me saying jump in with both feet. Sometimes I change that and say take it slow, but I'm like, no, just rip the Band-Aid off and get going. There you go.
Damon?
Russ? Oh, Russ? Yeah, sorry. You say who's doing what?
I kind of got to agree with you. Same thing. Just if it's in your place, you're going to eat it.
Yeah.
If you know it's there, you're going to get up in the middle of the night and snack on it. So just get it out of there. If you're planning to go straight to carnivore.
Yeah, Russ? I think that's the way to do it.
I have a little different slant than these normal people. See, those are sane people. I'm insane. Okay, so yeah, I talk about this on my channel as well. A lot of losing weight is psychological. People want to concentrate all the time about just what they're putting in their mouth, what they're eating and drinking, but what you're thinking is where it all starts. And you have to know yourself. I could never just rip the Band-Aid off, just jump in both. I could never. It would never, ever work for me, because I'm a creature of habit, a creature of comfort, and big, gigantic changes just don't work for me. I have to do it incrementally. I have to do it little by little, or I'm setting myself up to fail. I envy people who can like cold turkey stuff. Like, I'm the opposite of cold turkey. I'm hot turkey and stuff. Okay. I mean, I'm not, I just can't do it. I mean, I know people who stop smoking, they just never pick up another cigarette. That's it. It's like, if I was a smoker, I'd have to get the patch and the gum and a Ouija board and a seance and a hypnotist. And everything, because that's me. That's not how it works for me. So I would say the first thing you need to do is have a talk with yourself. If you understand yourself and know what works for you, do it the best way that works for you. If you're the type of person that just rip the Band-Aid off, do that. If you're the person that kind of has to, tiptoe kind of through it, then do that. But set yourself up to win and not fail. Because if you go do something that you can't do, you're just going to be disappointed. And the other thing about this is too, the coolest, best thing about the ketogenic life is there's no one way to do it, so you can, do it however it suits you. But the biggest thing is to do something, do whatever you can do, whatever level you're at, whether you're, like I said, a Band-Aid ripper, or if you're a slow, type of person, do what you can do and get started today. Mm-hmm. Don't wait till tomorrow or next week. I've talked to lots of people. I say, hey, start with 1 0-carb meal a day. Most people, there's one meal a day. If you have breakfast and you have, bacon and eggs with toast and fruit juice, just get rid of the fruit juice and the toast. 1 meal a day. Just have your bacon and eggs, and that's it. Eat whatever you want. You can go straight to the Krispy Kreme when you leave your house if you want to. Okay, but have that 1 meal a day, no carb, and just if that's what you need to do, and then go from there. That's what I would say.
Cool. I think my tip that I have would be, well, at least for me, my body transitioned much slower than most people. Most people, their body transitions maybe in 2 weeks or something like that. Mine took about 6 weeks to transition, so I had a lot more digestive issues going from mostly vegan to carnivore, and it was repeated trips to the lavatory. It wasn't very comfortable. So once I figured out that it was the fat that was kind of causing the issue, at least at that point, I backed down on the fat intake and increased the protein a little bit, and that seemed to help with the upset stomach and going to the bathroom so much. But my biggest piece of advice would be, is if that is you, maybe transition slower, maybe go keto first or ketovore and do that for a while and slowly transition to the more higher fat. That way you don't have those issues, especially if you have a job like a windmill repair technician where you can't get to the bathroom fast. So if you're all the way up at the top of one of those giant windmills, you don't want to be having any accidents.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. If you're up on the top of a windmill, I don't think it's possible to have an accident. Nobody's going to see anyway.
I just have like the weirdest image.
Hey, what are you talking? Adam. Hey, listen. Don't listen to Adam. He's crazy. That's the perfect job to have if you're going to start a keto as a windmill.
There you go.
The best job you could possibly have.
Yep.
Yeah, that's an old Doobie Brothers song. It keeps you running, keto keeps you running.
Cue the music.
Hey, listen, at any time I can break out and do a song. I'm just telling you, jokes and songs. That's all I got. That's all what this is here. Jokes and songs. That's all my supply right here.
Spirit Junkie says he should have called himself the Singing Buckeye.
There you go. Hey, listen.
Good advice about cleaning house, Alias. That was good.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. Seattle 6 says, evaluate after 30, 60, and 90 days. I have a bag of Thin Mints that's a year old that hasn't been touched. That's willpower. If I've ever seen it.
Wow.
Those were always at my grandpa's house, and I ate them at the front door. That is willpower.
Right. Yeah. One thing another tip that I have, it's not actually, it didn't come from me. It came from Amanda with Carnivorous Me. And she said that she didn't restrict herself from eating the snacks and the goodies and things like that. She actually told herself that she could have it eating on a carnivore diet, but she had to walk to the store to get it.
Right.
And she hasn't walked to the store in over a year. So I think that's really wise words. Give yourself permission to do it, but put some effort in and go get it instead of just driving there.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's back to what I was talking about knowing yourself, understanding yourself. I have what I call a 90-10 plan. And, there are certain things when I started this, I began with the end in mind. And I looked at what I wanted my life to be and how I wanted my life to be. And I wanted to do it whatever I started doing, I wanted to do it for the rest of my life. And that's why I did it slow. And that's why it took me so long, because I wasn't just trying to do a diet. I wasn't just trying to lose some weight quick or whatever. I wanted to change my life, my normal. And part of that is eating Thanksgiving dinner with my family. Part of that is when I go back home, eating at some of my favorite restaurants. And, so I incorporated that into my life in what I call the 90-10. I want to stay in ketosis for 90% of the rest of my life. The other 10, hey, I'm going to do what I want. Don't judge me if you see me in a White Castle line. I'm just telling you. Don't judge me.
Right. So let's see. Sawa says, I am on day 0. Sad face. Why? Does anybody know why?
It's all right.
She said next she failed herself, and I said,
Oh.
if I screw up, I don't recount. I'm not on day 0. I just get back on the wagon.
That's right.
That's the beauty of carnivore. That's the beauty of carnivore.
That's right.
Yep.
And then we're all are here together to help each other keep going.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been 165 days now, and confession.
Great.
Yesterday was my wife's birthday, and I had 2 pieces of cake. And I definitely feel the arthritis today.
Oh man!
Oh my gosh!
Oh man!
It sucks.
Oh man!
Hey,
when you cut out something for so long.
Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead, D.
I'm saying when you cut out something for so long, as soon as you have a little bit of something, it's like you feel everything.
Oh my goodness! I broke my toe like 2 weeks ago, and it hurt when I did it, but right afterwards it would bruise really bad, and I didn't feel any pain. And I'm not kidding you. After I ate that cake today, my toe has been killing me. I don't know what is going on with that, but
it's the inflammation, chronic inappropriate inflammation, like Dr. Berry says. It's crazy. It's crazy.
For sure.
Maybe I haven't gotten that far along yet. I mean, but see, Adam didn't tell you the reason why he had 2 is because there weren't 3 left. That's the reason why. but I maybe I'm not that far along in my down the road because, first of all, I don't fall off the wagon. I don't have any cheat days. I'm living my life. This is, a life change. And part of living my life is, eating with my family sometimes or doing different things I enjoy doing. So, I don't beat myself up about it all. I've got, my goal is I have my meter here. I blow into my, little keto meter here every day. And 90% of my life, I want to blow into this thing and get a positive number. That's my only goal. So yeah, don't beat yourself up about that. But I've had a couple, times where I've, had some stuff and I didn't notice any change, and I got, right back, to my normal routine. So maybe I just haven't gotten far enough. You guys are so much farther along than me that maybe that's something that as I get further down the road, I'll experience that.
You will. I had chronic back pain for 20 years, and it's almost resolved. Sometimes I feel a little something in my back and my shoulder, and that's, I think, why I need to get rid of the coffee. I think that maybe getting rid of the coffee will handle the last 15%, but within 2 weeks, I was like, oh my God, my back. I haven't felt this way in such a long time. And who knew?
Yeah, I had unbelievable back pain too until I lost 30 pounds, and somehow just that all just went away.
That's awesome.
So yes, I know what you mean.
It was kind of following up what you said. You got to enjoy the journey and trust the process.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's about for me. I think about my life. I don't want to, I'm not a lion. I don't want to just eat beef and water for the rest of my life. That's not what I want for my life.
Mm-hmm.
Other people, so much, God bless them. I hear Dr. Berry sometimes talk about that, a lion in the woods doesn't this. I'm like, I don't have, a tail and 4 legs. And I'm pretty sure that if that lion had my Costco membership, he'd be eating chocolate cake too. Okay. So I'm just saying, so I'm just saying. So yeah, I have things in my life that what'd you say?
No, I'm saying you got to adjust your plan to work for you.
So, yeah. No, trust me. If I can stay in ketosis 329 days a year, I won't have a care in the world.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yep. The Spirit Junkie says, are y'all coming on regular Friday basis? We all need to mind our own business. Keep encouraging like-minded people and being an example to all. I definitely appreciate that, Spirit Junkie. We don't know if this is going to be a Friday thing. Probably not. We're still trying to find groove with where we want to put this. But if anybody has suggestions on what might be the best day.
It will be a regular thing, and it will be a weekly thing, but it does, people have conflicts. So honestly, Spirit, I think it will probably rotate, but I would say we'll always have at least a 2 or 3 day, window where, we can let people know when we're going to have. It's not going to just pop up, I don't think, but, because we do want to have guests, we do want to have, some doctors and, things like that come in and cut up with us. But so we may have to rotate it to fit some of their schedules, but yeah, we plan on having the cookout as well. And also we want to include you guys as well. We're going to do that. You guys will be able to come on. We'll send you a link. You guys can come into the cookout and tell us your stories, and we'll get to know you. And it's going to be like a social club. It's going to be unlike anything else that is out there. We want it to be unique and different, and we're going to live, laugh, and learn. And then laugh some more, and then laugh some more.
Yeah, buddy. I can't wait to see the Reverend.
The Reverend's going to make an appearance soon. For those who don't know, it's the Reverend Deacon Dr. I.B. Low Carbon from the First Ketogenic Temple. And he's something else. He rebukes everything in the name of ketosis. And yes, he's something else. And so, yeah, you got to meet the Reverend. The Reverend will be showing up. There's no doubt about it. He will be at the cookout. He will definitely be there.
Right.
Awesome.
Seattle 6 says minor setback, Sawa. Yep, absolutely. I wouldn't even call it a setback, really. I mean, carnivore is that's your lifestyle. You just chose to eat something different for a meal or a day, and you're right back to it.
That's right. That's exactly.
Right. Spirit Junkie has something at 8:52. A question that we missed. 8:52. This is 7:52, so I think it's 8:52.
Yep. Junkie. What's it start with?
It says, "Did you have any family? Did you have any family or friends change diet because of your example?"
I'll try to find that question. You go first, Alia.
Oh, okay. So, friends? No, not yet. Except my beautiful friends that I'm talking to right here. No, you didn't change my example.
Yeah. Hey, who you calling beautiful?
You, Russ. But let's see. My kids eat a lot more meat, and we don't have any crap in the house. So, like Amanda, we have to walk like 4 blocks to the store if they want something off plan. We do have some fruit sometimes in the house for them. Luckily, I'm not like a big fruit eater ever. Well, that's not really true, but it wasn't like something hard for me to not eat. So my kids eat a lot more meat. My husband is almost now like 85-90% carnivore. I'm looking at him right now. But when we go outside, he'll have a dessert or whatever, and he has no metabolic issues. He's never been overweight, and so that one dessert doesn't affect him. But if I ate it, I would feel terrible. So, but in the house is basically almost completely carnivore. There's like rice and pasta that just sits there. I don't cook it. My kid asked for rice today. I'm like, go ask your dad. I don't know how to cook
rice. Don't pin that on me.
Yeah, let your dad give you that poison. That's right.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody made it.
I remember that day when I was 8. Dad gave me the poison.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to.
I'm addicted
now. Breaking out in song. My kids are super healthy. They already were healthy, like very active, healthy kids. But I'm happy that they're learning now how to eat. They know, like if they eat something with sugar in it, they actually know that it's not good for them. But it's their choice, and we let them have it. And we don't want to say, no, you can't have it. You're not going to eat that. You're only going to eat meat. We don't want to also enforce something that is like going to be where later in life they're going to go down a wrong path because we said they couldn't have something that they asked for. But or like turn into, my husband just said like Willy Wonka, like the story of Willy Wonka. The dad said he couldn't have chocolate, so he made a chocolate factory. Like, so but they're eating really good and they look super healthy, and I'm very happy about that. And they know the right. If I ever ask them what food they like, they both tell me meat or eggs or something like that. So
That is
Great.
awesome, Ollie. Listen, I talk about that on my channel. I made a series called My Overweight Life, and I talked about my entire life. And I didn't get a weight problem at 50. I got a weight problem at 8 years old.
Okay.
Because, you're talking about the 70s, metabolic, people don't know about metabolic health now, okay, let alone in the 70s. And so not only did I fall in love with the wrong foods, but food was used as a reward and a punishment and as an emotional thing as well.
Right.
So I learned to eat all the wrong things. And, you eat when you're happy, you eat when you're sad, you eat at weddings, you eat at funerals. If you do bad, you go to bed with no dinner. If you eat all your full plate of starchy everything, you get cake and ice cream. So it was just, all the wrong lessons. And I took those things with me through my adulthood. And if my parents had, known more about metabolic health, maybe, my life would have been different.
Sure. Yeah. I was a fat little kid. I wasn't a fat teen, but I was a fat little kid. I ate French fries probably every day of my life. French fries and hot dogs in Chicago. Over exaggeration, but not totally. But yeah, I understand.
Well, the Chicago hot dog is an amazing thing. So,
good.
Been there a time or two. That ain't no ordinary hot dog in Chicago.
That's true.
Damon, did you have any family or friends change their way of eating because of your example?
I definitely had some friends change their, mostly on my job, because these people see me every day. But I had some people go low carb, and a couple people go carnivore actually, and I've seen a big difference. So
that's awesome.
I'm glad I was able to inspire a few people. So, but like I said again, people do what works for them. So
for sure.
Yeah,
I haven't convinced anybody yet.
I'm sorry.
Did what?
I haven't convinced anybody yet. I did. Well, I did. I forced my two cats to go carnivore. So we stopped the dry cat food, and we actually feed them raw meat now. So
I was going to say they have a choice.
Yeah.
They seem to be loving it.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Yes, Adam Lacey, cruelty to animals. Yes, that's right. Yes, he's starving cats over there.
Yeah, buddy. I have had a couple people reach out to me to talk about the carnivore diet, and one is a younger guy. He's 25, and he's had bowel issues, and kind of helping him through that. And his bowel issues have stopped after just a week into it or so, after maybe 2 to 3 years of having bowel discomfort. So there's that. So I'm slowly working on things here. My wife is definitely eating more meat than she normally would have. So that's a positive thing. And,
yeah.
Russ?
Man, my sister Debbie is cutting back a little bit, and I have another cousin that's making some changes. It's hard, man. I mean, for a lot of people, it was very hard for me. I was terrified, and I talk about that. I was terrified to start it because you have so many things to overcome. Just not only just your food cravings, and I mean that part of it, but your doctor's telling you this is going to kill you, and your friends are telling you this is going to kill you, and just everything I ever knew about nutrition and health. This was just crazy. I'm listening to Dr. Berry tell me that my cholesterol doesn't matter and eat all the bacon you want, and I'm thinking, man, I'm 500 pounds. I might as well just start digging my grave now. I mean, so it's just it's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, seriously, Hey, I love how Ollie's laughing at my pain there. The thought of my digging my grave is just cracking her up.
It's the way you said it.
I know, I'm teasing. I have no soul. Okay, I'm a comedian at my heart. I have zero soul. I laugh at everything. But honestly, it's like, I was already 500 pounds. I didn't have any health problems other than being heavy. None. I mean, I was, I didn't feel sick. I didn't feel bad. And I was thinking, how can you do this? How can you live without fruits and vegetables? How can you, it's just like, really, I thought I was jumping out of the frying pan right into the fire. by doing it. And like I said, I didn't know that those were the things that were hurting me. So a lot of people, I have a good friend of mine that's been vegetarian her whole life, in her 50s. And I've been trying to push her a little bit. She's got, lots of different health problems. And I'm like, hey, I had to get to the place, honestly, and this is, and again, where I had nothing else to lose. That was what it was for me. I mean, and I talk about it. I was like, I'm going to die anyway. So who cares? Who cares? I'm just going to do it. They're going to find me here in this house. If I don't just, what the heck? At least, I'll be thin with heart problems.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's really the talk I had with myself. Yeah, that was really the talk because my life was slipping away from me. I mean, I was basically an invalid. I talk about, I live in a 3,000 square foot house that I designed and built for myself because I outgrew my other house. I mean, the bathrooms and the bedrooms, bathrooms and stuff were too tight. So I have a house that's built for a 500-pound guy with 4-foot showers and, 3 feet between the toilets and the sinks and things like that. It's built for a large person. And I was trying to lose weight. I was going vegan. I was all this stuff, and it was not working. I was killing myself. And like I said, I got to a point where I'm like, who cares? I'm going to die anyway. So why not, try this? And so, like I said, so I'm getting my life back, and, and that's what we're here for. There's people out there, who just need that nudge, that push, and they need to hear from people who both have been through it and who are going through it. That there's a different way you can do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Like I'm down 30 pounds and it's been 5 months and I still have like 50 to lose. I know maybe it doesn't look like that, but I'm skinny from here up. But and I just passed like the range on the BMI calculator from obese to overweight. So we're all here for each other to help each other.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. We're all different, different stages. And that's important for people to see. It's important for people to see people who at the finish line, at the starting line, and at the in-between line, because everybody's going to be inspired by somebody else. I mean, it's like, you look at me, you think my only Facebook friend is McDonald's. I mean, that's, so.
I'm not trying to laugh, but sorry.
Well, I'm funny. It's kind of hard not to laugh at me. I mean, I'm funny. I look like I can eat a whole pizza. What?
Right.
Okay.
I
mean,
funny man.
So I know most of you looked at, the interview I did with Kara the other night. So I know you've seen my before and after pictures. So, and I didn't do that in 6 months, or it took about a year and a half and everything. And I wasn't 100% consistent either. So,
Yeah. But
you
just
look
keep
like
putting
a
one foot in front of the other.
human being.
Yeah, for sure.
I had so many people reach out to me and say that. And you know what's funny? I actually had one guy. I know you remember the part of the interview where I told you this earlier. When Carrie asked me about the cruise. No, I think it was either someone that left a comment or he asked me, like, did I slip up on the cruise? And I had to give an educational answer. So I had to think about it first. But I said, it is what it is. I said, I didn't lie or anything. I slipped up on the cruise. I'm on vacation, so it's part of living my life.
It's not a slip, brother. You live in your life. You're a human being.
So.
Yeah, you live in your life, man. I mean, carnivore is part of your life. So is, cupcakes and ice cream. It's part of your life, brother.
Yeah, because it was kind of funny and everything. Because like some people think, oh, he slipped up and everything. You out of the club, you can't talk this anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
You out of the carnivore community.
Listen. I'm telling you right now. Hey, when I'm in Columbus, Ohio, if you see me at the Donato's Pizza and you give me a side look, I will chop you right in your throat. I'm just telling you right now. Don't do it.
We'll be friends. We'll still be friends.
I'm telling you, I will chop you in the throat. I leave me alone. Do not judge me. Hey, it's part of the 10%. The 90, that's what it is, man. So yeah. That's right. 90-10, that's what it's about. So yeah, man, I really, that's something really, I mean, I want to stress that people, because it seems to be a common theme, man. People get so down on themselves when they don't do what I guess they feel like they're supposed to. Forget about that, man. Forget about that. That's not.
I actually had one guy
important,
that added me on his Facebook that was watching the live stream. And he left me a comment too. He said, "You had me laughing when Carrie asked you about the cruise."
yeah.
I said that was funny. I'm not
Listen.
gonna lie. I was at work when he sent me that on Facebook Messenger.
Look, sometimes you get knocked off the wagon, sometimes you jump off the wagon, sometimes you fall off the wagon, but it doesn't matter, man. On Thanksgiving Day, I'm jumping off the wagon with both feet. I'm just telling you, it's going to be ain't going to be nothing but forks clinking and lips smacking. I'm just telling you, baby, that's how it's going down on Thanksgiving Day.
The wagon in park.
Hey, listen, you want to know the truth though, D? You want to know the truth? Honestly, I'm talking a big game, but I can't eat 1/5 of what I used to eat. So I'm on here talking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna probably have like an eyedropper's worth of mashed potatoes and gravy. I'll probably have 2 bites of, some macaroni and cheese or something, and be like, oh, I can't do it. So yeah, I'm talking a lot of trash, but I don't really think I can back it up. Because I used to be able to smash an 18-ounce ribeye with sides and drink a half gallon of sweet tea. What, man? A ribeye now, an 18-ounce ribeye for me is 3 meals now.
Wow.
So it's not like it used to be.
Carnivore
Yeah,
Ron
I noticed that
says
too. I can't eat less,
ahead.
On carnivore now.
Yep. I'm right there with you guys for sure. It's definitely a lot less. It surprises me at how little that I do eat and the amount of energy that you get from it. Like, it must be the fat, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Carnivore Ron says, because of the interviews I posted on Facebook, 8 to 9 former co-workers have friended me. So Carnivore has an audience. Definitely.
Awesome.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. No, it's a word.
And Ron has a YouTube channel also. You guys can subscribe to his channel.
Yeah, Carnivore Ron. He's got some really good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is Carnivore Ron?
70.
I don't want to guess in case I get the wrong number.
Hold on. No. It's on my channel. It's on my channel. I think I wrote it. I think I actually wrote it when we did an interview.
He's 157 years old, folks. He's amazing. I'm telling you.
He's 71. Ron is 71.
I definitely need to stay on carnivore if I can live that long.
That's right. That's what carnivore can do for you. This man is 157 years old. You heard it here, folks.
Right?
We're gonna be trending for real.
We have another coffee question. Robert Bubba Baker. He wasn't here earlier, so.
Okay. I was wondering if anyone has quit coffee. I have just done it 3 days in, and my arthritis is acting up.
Well, first I want to say before we get into that, brother, hey, anybody named Bubba, you're right at home at the cookout, brother. Welcome, family. Come on out.
You need to get Bubba, Robert Bubba Baker here.
You right at home, family. Come on to the cookout. Get your plate, baby. We grilling, baby. We grilling.
Also, he has YouTube channel.
Right. So I answered before. I have a quit coffee, and I did notice a difference after I quit. It wasn't a major difference because I already had so many benefits of going carnivore from, the standard American diet. But I definitely noticed a bump in the right direction after stopping the coffee. So that does confirm Dr. Chafee's theory that plants are trying to kill us.
Sure.
Yeah, I won't listen. Okay, this might sound crazy. Well, coming from me, I take that back. Nothing's ever sound crazy coming from me. But there's so many different kinds of coffee, and then people brew it different ways. Does anybody have any insight to like that? Like, you can brew it rich, or you can get the dark roast or the medium roast. You can put cream in it. You can take it black. Has anybody noticed if they ever changed? Because I'm not a coffee drinker, but I know a lot of people are coffee snobs, and you got the people well, if God wanted coffee to have cream in it, he'd have put it in the bean, and it's if God wanted us to drink it. I mean, seriously, somebody said that. Hey, listen, somebody said to me, if God wanted us to put cream in the coffee, he would have put it in the bean. You know what I said? I said, if he wanted you to drink it, you'd have been able to squeeze juice out of it. Okay, so it's just right. Come on. So it's just like, I wonder if there's any difference in the type of coffee, how you brew it, whether you put cream and sugar in it, whether you take it black. I don't know.
Ollie is the hardcore black coffee drinker here. I could never do that.
I have a coffee grinder. I buy it directly from coffee farms. My husband buys it directly from coffee farms here. Our neighbors have a coffee farm. We blend it. We put it in the regular coffee machine. But yeah, there's various ways to get your coffee prepared, and some ways makes it stronger. Sometimes I'll do a cold brew, which I'm fermenting coffee for 24 hours, and that makes it stronger.
Oh wow!
Get more caffeine out of it.
That's kind of like sous vide cooking, so Russ can't do that.
Yeah. Like I said, well, it depends on how long it cooks. I mean, you tell me you got to cook something for 30 hours before you can eat it. Like, I don't even want it no more, man. I don't even. Yeah, like I said, I'm just 30 hours. Man, listen, you're like, hey, I'm gonna cook dinner. When's it gonna be ready? Tomorrow. I'm like, what? I can't.
I'm starving.
I can't do that. Yeah, but hey, listen, I'm telling you, man, I put so much cream in my coffee, it can't possibly hurt me. I'm just telling you, man. When I make a pot of coffee, I put so much cream in it, I don't even have to sip it. I can just drink it on down. So, like I said, I don't even know if there's enough coffee in there to hurt me. I mean, really.
Right. Carnivore Ron says 71, going on 5 years old. Huzzah.
There you go.
That's awesome.
That is. I love it.
So anyone that's in that age range that thinks that they can't do this, it most certainly is being done. And
sure.
Carnivore Ron, go over to his channel and check out and see what he's been doing and how he's doing it.
Yeah. And
live the good life.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
that was big for me. Is seeing older people. That was like Dr. Bickman was like a huge influence to me to do it, but also when I saw on Kelly Hogan's channel and some other people's channels, people in their 60s and 70s, I even saw a lady that was like 80. That really made a difference to me. I'm like, you know what? Maybe, I can do this, because I was concerned about the long-term aspects of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So before we go, I have one topic that I want to bring up with Alia about I watched a video of yours today about the vegan.
Okay. So that's my mom, by the way.
Really?
That's my mom,
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
She doesn't think that people who eat meat are unethical. She personally feels bad if she eats meat. Does that make sense?
Yep.
But I need to. She's like the sweetest woman there ever was. And if I tell her that, 67 million birds are dying every year because you're wasting half that salad.
Right.
I need to give her information in a way that it's understandable, because in a way that you understand, like, imagine like the sweetest person you ever met, and like 1000x that, and that like 1000 times that. And that's my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanted to eat like vegetarian since she was like a little kid. And then as an adult, she got convinced to be vegan. But she doesn't say she's vegan because she uses leather shoes, and sometimes she needs supplements that have meat products in it once in a while. But no, I just want to clarify that, because she doesn't want to also offend anybody. That's not in her nature. So she doesn't think we're bad people because we eat meat. She just feels bad spiritually if she does. I've asked her once to consider eating eggs, because nothing was alive yet with an egg.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I was wondering. It just seemed like you had a very respectful level of restraint. like I could tell. I mean, it seemed like to me like you wanted to ask other questions, maybe, or push a little harder or farther.
Yeah,
but that probably wouldn't have served anybody. So
right.
That was awesome for not going that route. So
sure. I mean, to do the interview, she also wanted to prepare, and I sent her questions, so we went over those questions first, and I would love to interview other vegans also, and just like, if it's not going to be like a weird discussion where we're yelling at each other or get angry at each other, but we can talk like the one I had with my mom, because I would like to hear other people's viewpoints, not just ex-vegans.
Well, that's your mom. That's your mom. All other vegans are weirdos.
I don't know if that's true, but
I do. I do.
Okay.
I do.
You were a vegan. You were a vegan. You guys
Yeah. Guilty as charged. And then
Right.
you've been on this live stream for 2 hours. You telling me I'm not a weirdo?
Yeah. All right. Do we have any more questions before we wrap it up here?
Oh wow, it's an hour and a half. It just flies right on by.
For
Flies
sure.
right on
Yeah.
by.
Let's see.
Last comments, last questions, last call for questions.
Bubba says, I love my shrimp.
Because we were joking about Bubba shrimp, Bubba gum shrimp.
Man, I love it too. I love the shrimp and chicken smothered in Alfredo sauce.
Right. Love shrimp too. Let's see. Coffee is a diuretic because the body wants to purge it ASAP. But if you like coffee, drink up because you are an adult. Just don't fool yourself. Yep.
Good advice.
Yep, absolutely. You guys have any parting words before we go?
Subscribe to everybody's channels.
Yes.
Absolutely. Everybody give a plug for themselves. Homesick Buckeye. I've subscribed to Alia's channel, but I don't remember the name of it. But I am a subscriber.
955.
Oh gosh, 9. Yes, I'm saying they told me there'd be no math.
Links will be in the descriptions below. And then Damon, what was yours again?
Carnivore Damon.
Carnivore Damon.
I'm going to talk to you afterwards.
Awesome.
I couldn't find it on my phone, so I just want to make sure I did it right.
Are you able to post a link in the comments?
Let's see.
We can get it from you later too, and we'll put it in the comments.
Yeah, I'll have to make an account, I guess, to comment. I think I can comment in the private chat right here.
Baker. Yeah. We should have you on.
Thank you, Bubba.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna have. Listen, I'm telling you, folks, this is gonna be the biggest thing in keto, in the Ketoverse, YouTube Ketoverse, man. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna bring people in. It's gonna be. I'm telling you, it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited
preach
about
it, Reverend. Preach it.
Hey, but listen, this is something that's new. It's different. We're gonna get everybody involved, and we're gonna have a great time. This is gonna be the spot. Everybody's gonna want to come in, but we're gonna, just keep it to only the people we like.
Yep.
Awesome. We're exclusive.
That's right. We're snobs.
Right. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Yep. See you guys.
Thank you. You guys have a good night.
Thanks, David. You too.
Yep. See you.
Bye.
See ya.